Alrighty guys, I'm just gonna go through all this shit that probably would have been fucking scrapped. Because of the super giga leak or whatever. So we have this fucking monster thing. I was planning on adding like fucking monster Jeffy mix. But of course that never happened. We have the new Aethos background right here. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can really see it in any of the gameplays, but yes, this 8-ball right here is animated. So you can just fucking... Oh yeah, just like that. Let's see if I can... Oh yeah, here's the fucking reference picture I used. It's the goddamn Dark Aether from Call of Duty Zombies and shit. Just move that down. There we go. I fucking searched up Dark Aether Call of Duty Zombies or whatever, and I found this picture, and I didn't realize Goku was here, but he's there. Yeah, I was going for like a purple, like blue, ethereal sort of look when it comes to the background or whatever. I feel like I probably could have done a little bit more with it, but, you know, I'm not too good with backgrounds. So we have the fake shit that I did. Makes Bad Decisions guy, Tim. This is all that I was ever drawn of them. Jerry Small, this was the Jerry sprite for fucking whatever it's called. Aethos Pico Mix. I'm sorry, Chef PP, this is all I made of the sprite. I could not get like a good body down, so I just like fucking put the sprite to the side until I could figure out what the fuck I was doing with it. I also didn't really like this, like the teeth I had going, but you know, like this goofy ass little mouth. But you know, it's whatever. It's supposed to be a play. It's supposed to look stupid. All the pause asset shit. And you have like a little arrow. The reference picture. I never finished this, by the way. I literally just never finished this. I like posted it on Twitter, and then I just wanted to see what would happen. So at the end of Aethos, I don't know if you could tell or whatever, but Jerry was like fucking crying. He was like sobbing or whatever. So there's gonna be a sequence or whatever where, you know, Jerry would turn back into Jeffy or whatever, and he'd like kneel down and shit, and Marvin would walk over and like hug him or whatever. It's supposed to be like a nice little ending. But you know, people are obsessed with the idea of fucking showing off everybody's hard work. There we got hand going on right there. Supposed to be Jeffy. Yeah, new fucking funk slogan Jeffy arm though. Yeah, I think this is like a completely new body too. Yeah, this is. But yeah, so supposed to be nice little hugging. And let me just fucking move this shit off to the side. I'm just gonna delete that. Let's see. Alright, just delete all those reference pictures, but here are all the pictures. Each individual one. You got no jaw guy right here. You can't really see his hair on the black background, but it's there. I really wanted to redraw this Does Bad Things guy, and this one as well, but I just never got around to it. Wait, but there's Jeffy here. We got a little spiral eye because, you know, he's knocked out. We got Mario Rosalina right here because, you know. And obviously we have this right here. I think this is my favorite out of the little portraits I did or whatever for the little intro pictures. Oh, and then we have the first. I was originally going to put 0, 5, 10, 17 here. And then I just figured, eh, whatever. Quangus. Quangus was an OC we were going to add to the mod. It was supposed to be like this fucking ethereal, like Dream Core character versus Jeffy or whatever. The background was gonna be 3D. It was gonna be so badass. No real progress was made other than this like fucking sketch I made at school, and then what was turning into the character. Yeah, nothing else was really finished. Jerry 2. I was planning on having a phase 2 in Aethos because we weren't gonna have like the super nostalgia phase 1 sprites in the song. You're just gonna like, you know, I was gonna have him like tear a bit of his fucking face off to reveal some like cat piano, but that never happened. So yeah, I was planning on like having him like try and like make some teaser image with this, but yeah, it didn't happen either. Phase 1, this was for the song Enclave, which was just going to be a super nostalgia flashback thing. It was going to serve no real purpose in the greater lore of the story. The song was just going to be meant to serve at like a niche if people really wanted like a super Phase 1 song, which is going to be there. And then obviously, I don't know why he's here, we have the new left and right pose from Marvin here. Marvin Phase 1 for Enclave. These sprites were just like done. Like I cranked these two poses out in like fucking 10 minutes. And then I doodled because I got bored. We have like fucking upside down trapezoid head Marvin right here. We have Gert. We have Pat God. I'm gonna see if I could find any like other things I could pull up, show off. So alright. So we have the Logan sprites, which I never finished at all. This is literally just an edited fucking Aethos V2 Logan head sprite. I was trying to make like a body. Of course I never finished it. You got good old Legtob here though. I don't really see why people don't like Legtob's design. I think it gets the like the point out or whatever, or across. It's just like Jeffy if he's like rotting away. As for Legtob sprites, I finished all of his heads. I think the only pose I made was his right pose, though. And it looks goofy as shit, because, well, it's fucking Legtob. I was too lazy to make each individual body part, so I just said, fuck it. The line art's all fucked, but oh well. Right head, let's look at each individual heads. Got this one. Up head, I fucking hate how this one looks. If there's anything I would have remade, it would be this. And then down head. Ooh, but the left head. The left head looks so stupid, bro. But it's just like Legtob though. You got like his fucking evil ass mouth. But I think that might be it. I'll try to pull up the Pop Monster death animation real quick though. Alright, and then here's this fucking Pop Monster death animation. It's pretty unfinished or whatever. But, you know, you see Poopy's arm right here because in the actual song you weren't meant to see his arm, so it'd be like whatever. Perspective sort of would have been fucking similar to like this right here. You'd be playing in first person. But, you know, let's just see the animation.
I thought I told you to shut up!
But yeah, so what was gonna happen was that fucking obviously does bad things guy or whatever, like he says his line, but and then he's supposed to like, what I think I meant to do originally was have him like fucking push this on to like Mario's asshole or whatever, and he's supposed to like cut upwards or whatever, but it doesn't really look like that. It looks like he just starts from like his fucking ball sack and like moves down and then goes back up, so it looks a bit awkward, but oh well, it was unfinished. And then you black fade in and then zoom out this way, right, like over there for me later once I finish like this art asset shit. So you have Mario right here split open or whatever, and then you have does bad things lie off to the side. And yeah, the whole death animation about like Mario's asshole or whatever is supposed to be a reference to the actual Pop Monster, if you know what that is. I mean, kind of like the Pop Monster, I guess, but oh well. I know some people ask me, like, why the fuck did I call the song Pop Monster? And it was literally just because me and Rondolph were chilling at school one day. He said, yo, for one of your, like, Friday Night Funkin' songs or whatever, you should, like, call it Pop Monster. And I said, that'd be really funny. And so I did it. That's why his song's called Pop Monster. But, I'll try to see if I can find literally anything else real quick. Okay, found another FLA. It's supposed to be the intro. It was supposed to be the intro cutscene for Aethos, and then obviously, like, what we ended up doing was that we were gonna get phase 1 sprites or whatever, so the intro cutscene was gonna be a little different. It was probably just gonna be that radio from the trailer. And Jerry was probably gonna appear from the side of it or whatever. So this whole intro sequence that I did make up in like fucking 20 minutes ended up getting scrapped, so oh well. This was all that was made for it. Because I realized pretty early on that, hey, maybe I shouldn't just have the song start out as like these sprites. And plus it looks really awkward because like, why is Marvin's forearm so fucking long? It was just awkward. And obviously we have this Aethos intro thing, but this isn't like the finished version of it. This is whatever the hell. There isn't much different about this FLA when it comes to the upload I put on YouTube and the finished FLA. I don't know where the fuck the finished FLA is, I'm gonna be honest. It's somewhere on my computer, but yeah, I mean, not really much here. I mean, I have some of my reference images pulled up. Well, I mean, this is the main one right here. It's literally just a fuck. Hold on, I gotta make sure it's the right DLC real quick. Okay, yeah, it's literally the radio from the start of the Dead Money DLC from Fallout New Vegas. If you can't tell, I was pretty inspired by Fallout New Vegas when making Aethos Part 2. We were planning on having, like, instead of, like, ending cutscenes after each song, it was going to be, like, a fucking slideshow ending cutscene that, like, explains, all the events of, like, what happened after the song and everything. And then, obviously, you have Benny's little monologue sequence at the start of Aethos, and you have Jerry saying, I've been baptized twice, like, once in water, once in flame or whatever. Just another quote from New Vegas. The other DLC, I think it's Lowe's. No, it's not that one. It is. I can't think of it right now. That's one of the DLCs. Man, I really want to remember what it was. I'm not gonna let it linger on me, but I think that's about all the FLAs in here. Like I said, not really much. But that's about it. See ya.